Oh, hi. Welcome to the Daily 5 Minutes of the Daily 5 Minutes of Sharapa. Today, I'm loving the whole idea of being meta. I might just keep doing this until it's just like me and me and me and me and more of me. Um, I had lunch. I had lunch in, I believe this is 2008. I had lunch with Kate. Kate, who I had been, we had a relationship for a while, and we sat down. We sat down for lunch. This is in Falmouth, Cape Cod. We sat down for lunch, and the first thing out of her mouth is she sits down. She looks at me and she goes, "Sorry that I haven't returned your phone calls in the last 13 years." To which I thought that was very funny. She had a whole explanation. Well, it just, it's just, I used to call her like every year. When, oh, who's Kate? Who's Kate? Let's see. Kate. When I was, when I was in high school, when I was a junior in high school, she was a senior in high school, and I had this, I was in love with her. I was just in love with her because she was like, what was she? Magic. She was magic. And I just had this crush on her for years. And then when I was about 20 years old, um, I I ran into her again. We like lived in the same kind of town, but she like had gone away for a year. And then when she got back, I ran into her, and then I just followed her around, and I don't know what I was thinking because I didn't really have the wherewithal or really like ego to think that I could actually, you know, be with her. In fact, when I did start dating her, I told my best friend Jim that I was dating her, and he said, "No, you're not." He was just like, he just could. He was just like, "I don't know why you think that you're doing that." And that's kind of, it was my own personal attitude. It was very similar to that, but we ended up staying together, and then we moved in together, and then we were like together for like a year or what have you, and then she wanted to get married to me, and you know I was like 21, which is legitimately a ridiculous age to get married to somebody. It's the same like when you hear about like the people in the Appalachians or some deep dark place in the earth on the planet Earth where like people get married when they're 18. You just go, Jesus Grimity, that's not a good idea, right? Well, 21's right in there with that. You know, it might as well be 14. Um, but I did do that. I did get married, and then a couple years go by, and I realize mistake, and the relationship ended, and it ended amicably, 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 amicably. It ended amicably, blah blah blah. And we were on Cape Cod. I moved to Boston. I lived there. I was happy. And then at one point, she was like, "Hey, we should get divorced." We hadn't been we hadn't been divorced yet. And so so we did that. It's dark now, right? Wow, it's the lighting is very tricky when you're playing. I'm using the light from the um. See this story. I don't know. Like this story is not. This story could be better. Yeah. All right. Well, that's the first. I'm sorry I haven't sorry I haven't returned your calls in the last 13 years. She had had a 12-year-old son with her second husband, and she had never told her son that she was married before. So that was the bit of that. We can talk more about Kate if you'd like. You're the audience. You get to choose.